eFootball 2027 is introducing some really interesting tactical features. But before we jump into all the new behaviors and fluid formation, there's something we need to understand first. Because if you don't understand the basics, these new features can easily become confusing. So let's start with the most important thing. First, understand the basics. In eFootball 2027, a player can have his main playing style, and he can also have a secondary behavior. These two things are not the same, for example. Now look at Stefano Fiore. His main playing style is whole player, but underneath whole player, you can see basic, and that's where the new system comes. So what exactly does basic mean? Basic is a secondary behavior. It doesn't mean Fiore has another special playing style called basic. Instead, basic means he doesn't have one of the specific secondary behaviors we're about to talk about. So remember this: playing style equals the player's main style. Secondary behavior equals an additional instruction that influences how the player behaves. Once you understand that, everything else becomes much easier. In eFootball 2027, we have 7 new secondary player behaviors. 1. All action defender. 2. Pass disruptor. 3. Frontline pressure. 4. Frontline poacher. 5. Attack outlet. 6. Covering role. 7. Highline master. These behaviors are different from a player's main playing style. So now that we understand the basics, let's start with the 7 new secondary behaviors. 1. All action defender. First, we have all action defender. This behavior makes the player much more active when the team is defending. He will run back aggressively and respond to the opponent's attacks instead of simply staying in his normal attacking position. This behavior is available for AMF, RMF, LMF, CMF, and DMF. So if you have an attacking midfielder or central midfielder with this behavior, you can expect him to contribute much more when your team loses possession. 2. Pass disruptor. Next is pass disruptor. This behavior focuses on disrupting the opponent's passing game. Instead of simply chasing the ball, the player actively tries to block passing lanes and make it harder for the opponent to progress the ball. It's available for AMF, RMF, LMF, CMF, and DMF. This could be especially useful against players who rely heavily on short passing and build-up play. 3. Frontline pressure. The third behavior is frontline pressure. This one is designed for your attacking players. The player aggressively presses the opponent's goalkeeper and defenders from the front line. It's available for CF, SS, RWF, and LWF. So instead of waiting for the opponent to attack, your forward can immediately start putting pressure on the defensive line. 4. Frontline poacher. Next, we have frontline poacher. This behavior is also for your attacking players, but it works differently from frontline pressure. Instead of constantly pressing, the player watches the opponent's passing lanes and looks for intelligent positions. It's available for CF, SS, RWF, and LWF. The idea is to make the forward dangerous without necessarily requiring him to aggressively press every time. 5. Attack outlet. The fifth behavior is attack outlet. This player avoids unnecessary defensive work depending on the situation. Instead, he stays higher up the pitch and saves energy, so he's ready to attack when your team wins possession. It's available for CF, SS, RWF, LWF, and AMF. This could be very useful if you want one of your attacking players to remain available for quick counterattacks. 6. Covering role. Then we have covering role. This behavior is focused on defensive protection. When a teammate steps forward to perform matchup, the player with covering role actively covers for him. It's available for CMF, DMF, RB, LB, and CB. So when one defender or midfielder moves out to challenge the opponent, the covering player can help protect the space behind him. 7. Highline master. And finally, we have highline master. This behavior focuses on maintaining the defensive line. The player tries to keep the defensive shape intact while defending and maintain an effective highline. It's available for RB, LB, and CB. This could be particularly useful for teams that defend aggressively and want their backline to stay organized.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now, can they get him away? Now...